Let's learn how to front squat. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Coach Brian from Big Ben Strength, and in this video, we're going to go over how to front squat. Front squats are one of the best exercises for building your squat and your clean, and they're a necessity for weightlifters. Here's how to do them. First things first, we want to make sure that you have a rack height that is low enough that you can get under it to stand up. We don't want to have it high where we have to calf raise ourselves out of the rack to walk it out. That's the first step. Second step, we're going to get into our front rack position here. We want to make sure that shoulders are shoved forward, and we're going to set that bar up behind the delt, but slightly in front of the collarbone. Looks like this. We should have our elbows as high as we can possibly get them, and you can have a full grip or a loose grip or even a fingertip grip on the bar. If you struggle with front rack mobility, try these out before you get into the bar. We're going to hop over on the pull-up bar with a chin-up grip and dead hang, trying to keep as much of our pinky over the bar as we can. This is going to help stretch out our front rack position, our lats, our triceps, and focus on external rotation of the shoulder. Another variation you could do to loosen up that front rack position is get the bar on your back rack, with weight or without, doesn't matter, and slowly crank those elbows up as high as you can on each side while trying to maintain a full grip on the bar. Now, when you're choosing your squat stance, you're going to want to go with something that's comfortable for you. Usually this is just outside of hips with the toes pointed slightly out, but this could be even wider with the toes out more or closer with the toes straight forward. This is going to be highly dependent on your personal preferences. So try things out and see what feels best. One of the things you'll want to do before each lift is get a big deep breath in through your mouth and hold it on the descent and a little bit of the way on the ascent, only letting it out once you know you've made the lift. After you get your full breath in, make sure you brace those abs and your back before you start the lift. One of the most common mistakes in the front squat is falling forward slightly, but not due to lack of mobility, but usually lack of core strength, back strength, and quad strength. So if your squat looks like this, try this variation out. We're going to do a tempo front squat, but instead of a tempo on the way down, we're going to do a tempo on the way up. Try 4 seconds from the bottom of the squat to the top of the squat, making sure that you're paying attention to your back angle and that you're not falling forward. One of the big goals on the front squat is to make sure that our torso is as vertical as possible, our elbows high, and that our descent mirrors our ascent. Another great thing that we're trying to pay attention to is depth in the bottom of the squat. We should be trying to get as deep as possible into the squat as you can. Depth is most important when you're in the bottom of the squat without letting yourself shift back onto your heels, forward onto your toes, or causing your back to round. One way you can build depth in the bottom of a squat is to do a double pause. So instead of just going down as deep as you can, you're going to stop wherever you normally do and then hold for 3 seconds before lowering down to a slightly lower range of motion and then standing up. That's everything for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.